Hi, this is Mithilesh. This video focuses on deploying the deep learning model on Google Kubernetes Engine. So things needed. We need a trained deep learning model and a Google Cloud project linked with the building. And also we need to have a clear understanding about what is Kubernetes and what's a cluster and what are the basic blocks or the building blocks for the Kubernetes like pods, deployments and services. So with this idea and the knowledges, we'll just go into the demo. So step 1, we need to create a cluster in GCP. The cluster contains the master and the worker nodes for the Kubernetes. So the first command creates a cluster named cluster1 in the zone US central -a, and this particular command will get the credentials. This is not the required, but it can be used. And get nodes will like kubectl get nodes will display all the nodes present in the cluster. So this is my Google Cloud platform and I have just logged into it, and this is my Cloud Shell. So we can create a cluster using this particular command. Since this takes a long amount of time, I have created before itself. So we'll see that. So this is the cluster I have created. We'll see how many systems are present here. So there are 3 systems present in this particular cluster. So we have created a cluster. Then the next thing is we need to create pods and deployments. So these 2 commands will be useful. The first command will create a deployment and the pods, and get deployments will get all the deployments present in like this particular cluster. So I have this particular files in the K8s folder. So we have the deployment and the service file. So we can apply the function kubectl apply -f deployment.yaml. So here the deployment has been created. So we can just see the deployment. Get deployments. So here we can see like none of the deployments has been ready because like those are in the spawning stages. So here we can see I have specified replicas as 3. So there will be 3 nodes created, like 3 pods will be created, and these 3 pods contains the image gcr.io like this particular image present in my Google container registry. So if we check it out, so I have the Flash demo under this with the tag v1. I have this. So we'll check whether it has created. It is still creating. The reason is this particular like the pods should be created, and all the pods will be running this particular like a container containing this particular image. So this will take a few amount of time. So we can just see this using the GCP website itself. We just go to the Kubernetes under the workloads, we can see the deployment. So here we have created the deployments has been created successfully, so the status is okay. So if we come and check here, ready is 3 3 and up to date is 3, so there are 3 nodes available currently. Then we should apply the service. So this particular command will apply services for all these 3 pods, because these pods have the labels app.flash, like app:/flash, and I have created the service with the selector with the selector app flask, and this is a load balancer type. So if we go and check, get service, here we can see there is a service called Kubernetes. It's in cluster IP and a load balancer. Here this load balancer is in the printing stage. This will be created, and we can use this particular IP address to use our API deployed on the Kubernetes, like on these ports. So we can also view this in the GUI. So it's on the service and ingress, and the status is okay. So we have created an external load balancer and with the IP this thing, and we can use this port 80 to reach this particular service, and this service will reroute or reroute this particular HTTP traffic to the pods which is running on the port 5000. So I'm going to my local system. This is my local system, and here this is the curl operation. So with this curl operation, I'm just passing this file in the post request. So this file contains the images. So I have an image here. So you can see this is an image of a golden fish. So I need to pass the IP and the port here. So my IP is 34 point 100.193:80. So we have got the output as golden fish, like goldfish. So this we have created an application which is being hosted on the infrastructure as a service using Kubernetes. So here the load balancing will be taken care by the Google Cloud itself. So that's it. Thank you.